I can't believe it, Bishop. I only parked the thing here for 5 minutes and I thought Manchester were bad. Anyway, oh, I've got a dash. Anyway, not to worry, punters, because it's Reverend Bob Talk Show time. On this week's sexy show, we've got round 10 of our Rolling Road shootout. Lynn looks at the best Nova this side of the hemisphere, and on the other side of the hemisphere, Aussie Iceman Bob Darwin looks at the install to end all installs. But first up, here we are then at Well Lane Turbo Centre for another Rolling Road shootout. There's 3 more to go for the end of the series. Are we going to see Martin super beaten? We'll have to wait and find out, but for today, a couple of very tasty motors. Love, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Very nice Golf G60.
Thank you.
What's your name?
Janet.
You were on that series with Vanilla Ice, weren't you?
That's right.
With Jordan?
That's right, with Jordan.
She was the better looking one. I've got to say, very nice set of alloys on this motor.
Thank you.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a care assistant.
Care assistant, Lou. Take lots of care taking that bonnet up. I'll be back to you in just a minute.
Ta.
Geezer, how are you?
Very nice.
Nice one with a Vector. What's your name?
Steve.
Steve. Says it on his number plate. You don't have to be a muppet there, do you? What do you do for a living, Steve?
Sell truck parts for a living.
Sell truck parts and eat truck driver lunches?
Yeah.
Only message. Very nice motor. How long have you had it?
About 3 months.
3 months. Get your bonnet up. We'll be back to you in just a minute. Right then, Janet, blimey, you could have cleaned it. Without boring my socks off, what have you done to it power-wise?
I've had a chip, a Jabba Sport chip and a 70mm pulley, and that's it.
So these are supercharged anyway, aren't they?
It's supercharged
G60.
4-wheel drive, that's right.
Brake horsepower figure. Now, the actual figure that you tell me when we test it, if it's 20 brake more, you'll be sent back to Liverpool for cheating. What do you reckon it is?
About 200 horse.
200 horsepower,
yeah.
Very nice. Anyway, right then, Geezer, V6 this one, yeah?
2.5, yeah.
2.5, again, without giving us your life story. What have you done to it under here?
The pretty much played with from the factory. There's an uprated filter from MSD who built it from the factory.
Right.
About 190, 195.
195 with just an induction kit?
Yeah.
Fantastic, come here. Very lovely pair of punters, a very lovely pair of motors. Shall we get on the rolling road? Let's have it. Right then, punters, first on the rollers, it's Steve's very lovely V6 Vectra, 2.5 litres, pumping out. What are we hoping for?
About 190, 195.
195 brake horsepower. If it's there, it's going to be heavenly. Bill, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Barry, are you ready? Punters, are you ready?
Yeah!
Go on, Barry, fire it up, mate. Come here, Steve. The rollers. Do some stick, Barry. Let's hear it for Barry. Come on. Come on, Barry. Well, what can you say? The sound from a V6 is always sweet, but was it sweet enough? What were we hoping for?
190, 195.
190, 195. Today's scores, as ever, from the lovely Annika.
Not too bad, 192 brake horsepower.
192. What do you reckon to that? Yeah. Oh, are you happy with that, Steve?
Yeah, fine, yeah. Good.
192, not bad at all. Janet, come here. 192 to beat. We're going to have that from your G60.
Hopefully.
Yeah, you're hoping for 200.
Hopefully,
We shall
yeah.
see if the supercharger can do it. But from one very tasty car to another one, but this time on the airstrip, is our feature with the lovely Lynne Rodgers. She does indeed, apparently.
Nice bit of Vector there on the rollers. Now, as you're all aware, I'm Lynne Rodgers. This is an airstrip, and this is one sorted motor. Let's have it. Now, we've not seen so many of these so far in the series, but if you fancy getting into the modified car scene, then a Vauxhall Nova like this is a great place to start. Let's meet someone who's done just that. So Ian, you're 27 and you work for an insurance company.
Yeah.
So I would imagine this car would suck up quite a little bit of your monthly salary.
It takes the most of it up, yes.
Is it quite expensive to run?
Yeah, running costs, petrol and everything's expensive.
Plus the modifications you've
Plus
done.
all them, yeah.
Now, Novas seem really popular at the moment. What is it that attracts people to a Nova, especially on the car scene?
They're cheap and easy to modify and quite sporty to start with.
OK, so you bought this car 5 years ago?
Yeah, it was completely standard then. Black Nova GTE.
A black Nova GTE?
Yeah.
Nothing on it?
Nothing, completely standard.
So what was it that made you want to start modifying it? What was the inspiration?
I just did something simple like an exhaust and then got a bit carried away a few years later and did everything on it.
And then you got carried away?
Yeah.
Well, it seems worth it because it looks absolutely mint. But Ian, you could have washed your car before you brought it to show me. Right, Ian, let's take it from the top. We want the full story. The first thing you mentioned you did was the exhaust. What exactly have you done to your exhaust?
It started off with just a full Mongoose stainless system put on to increase the power just a tiny touch.
Now, the outside of the car looks fab. What exactly have you done to the shell and the body work?
The car was reshelled originally and then fully painted. Got bits off all kinds of different cars on there.
Have you? What's it made up of?
The back bumper was made by Bat Motorsport. It was a Mitsubishi Evo bumper, which is made to fit.
Wow.
Front bumper was a Japanese style kit that we've had made and now is made to sell to fit on Novas.
Brilliant.
It's like BMW Z3 vents and a Sunny GTIR vent.
What about the wheels as well? What's kind of, is that 17 inch?
Yeah, they're 17-inch Dare Motorsport wheels, bigger brakes all round.
Okay, what brakes have you got on the front?
Got Vectra V6 ones, which have been converted and made to fit,
Okay.
and Astra GT ones fitted to the back.
What have you done to the inside?
We've basically ripped the whole interior out, changed everything from the dashboard. We've made a fake floor to go where the back seats were and some polished bits.
So you've ripped the back seats out?
Ripped the back seats out and made a floor out of wood.
Okay.
We've had some bucket seats made and painted and colour coded.
Wow.
And then trimmed in leather and Alcantara.
I do believe that the only part that's not been touched or modified is the petrol tank. Is that true?
Yeah, that's it.
Madness. So what are you going to do to that then?
No idea yet.
What kind of BHP do you reckon you're kicking out?
Kicking out at 215 to 220.
220?
Yeah.
And what kind of time are you getting on the 0 to 60 runs then?
It's in about 6 to 6.5 seconds.
Very fast indeed. Do you get a chance to take it out much, you know, to track days and things? Do you get to show it off?
Been to Buntingthorpe and Santa Pod recently, so had a little bit of play there.
Have you been in any of the magazines?
It's been in Redline and Fast Car, and pictures in Max Power, Revs and Total Vauxhall.
You've lowered it quite a bit, haven't you?
Yeah, it's been dropped 40 mil. Can't go any further because of the body kit on the car.
What other modifications is there left for you to do? You seem to have done everything.
Probably have a play about with the gearbox so we can get some power down rather than just wheel spin it all.
And is that pretty much everything that you need to do?
There'll always be something I want to do, so...
And then it'll be ready to sell?
No, I won't sell it.
You won't sell it?
No.
Never?
No point in selling it. I'll never get the money back I spent and just
So
enjoy it.
You're keeping the Nova till the day that you die?
Probably, yeah.
No doubt about it, one very sorted car. Don't forget, you can get the full lowdown on Ian's car by emailing me via the website at menandmotors.co.uk/Reverend Bob. Now, from one very flat road to a rolling road, let's see if the G60 can top the Vectra in the power stakes.
Thanks very much, Lynn. And was that not the sweetest car you've ever seen? Well, one of them, as is this very nice G60. But is this rolling road shootout going to be closer than a dead heat in a balloon race? Janet, love, what were we hoping for?
We hope so, fingers crossed.
195 up to 200.
Something like
Over
that.
192, you've done
Hopefully.
it. Bill, are you ready?
We're ready.
Punters, are you ready? Yeah! Barry, are you set? Fire it up, mate. Here we go, Janet. Step out of the way there. Four-wheel drive, 195 is what we're hoping for. Come on, Barry, let's have it. Make some noise for Barry. Come on. Let's... I'll tell you what, the sound from that supercharger was magic, but was the run good enough? You were hoping for getting up for 200,
Yeah.
and to put a bit of extra pressure on, you're going out with Steve's brother, aren't
That's
you?
right,
And you've
that's
got a fiver
right.
on this.
Fiver.
You're really nervous. Let's put you out of your misery. Annika,
Well, it's very, very close, but I think she's going to be quite happy. 195 brake horse.
195, enough! Come on! Steve, come here, mate. Come here. You're a pit birdie, the future sister-in-law. 192, good run. But Janet, you've done it, sweetheart. Let's see where that puts you on the leaderboard. So that wicked G60 195 brake sticks Janet in 7th place. Not a bad one at all, but still top. It is that Super with 324 brake horsepower. Well, 195 brake horsepower, not enough for Janet to challenge the top of the leaderboard, but 195 brake from a 1.8 motor is a heavenly figure. Well done, sweetheart.
Thank you.
Steve, mate, 192 from your V6 Vectra. Not bad, but at the end of the day, not enough. You do get the cheesy stickers. Better luck next time, kid. Cheers. Janet, you've done very well. You get your Race X kick plates. Very nice.
Thank you very much. Lovely.
You get, of course, the trophy of cheese. Smell the success, Steve.
If only.
Oh, so close. There you go, Janet. How's it feel to hold that?
Lovely. Thank
Fantastic.
you
Good
very much.
girl.
Thanks
From
very
one
much.
in-your-face punter to another in-your-face girl again from Liverpool. They get everywhere. Only joking. It's the lovely Anne-Marie Davis. Last week on the talk show, Anne-Marie had a complete success with a challenge. She got 5 punters to put 5 lots of shopping in the car. Will she succeed this week? Let's find out.
V-I-C-A-R.
Are you joking? Hello?
Hi Rev, it's Anne-Marie.
Oh, hello, Anne-Marie. No, I'm at the airport, love, on church business. Yeah. Oh, you want your challenge for this week, don't you? Right then, you've got a celebrity bash on and you've nipped into town for 10 minutes to buy yourself a new pair of shoes. Trouble is though, you've left all your change on the sideboard, so you've no money for a meter, and this is where it gets cheeky. You've got to get 5 punters within 5 minutes to pay your parking fare for you. Ha! Alright darling, give it your best shot. See you in a bit, ta-da. Back to work.
Excuse me, you haven't got, I'm just nipping to town to buy a pair of shoes and I've got no money for the meter. I've only bought my card. Could you just lend me, I think it's about 25 pence for 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I think. You can do it.
Okay.
Thank you. Excuse me, I've just nipped into town for 10 minutes to buy a pair of shoes and I need some change for the meter for my car. Could you borrow me 20? You haven't got a penny?
No.
It's okay. Thank you anyway. Excuse me, I've just nipped into town to buy a pair of shoes and I need some change for the meter. I'm just wondering if you can borrow me 25 pence. The meter? No? Okay, thank you. Excuse me, I'm just wondering if you can help me. I've just come into town to buy a pair of shoes and I need about, I think it's about 25 pence for 10 minutes on the parking meter, but I've only got my chequebook. Can you borrow me 25p? You're a star. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. Oh no, God, time's running out. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this. Excuse me. I don't know if you can help me. I've just popped into town to buy a pair of shoes. I'm just wondering if you can borrow me 25 pence to put in the meter for my car. You haven't?
Sorry.
All right, honey, thank you. I've only got 2. I've just parked my car here, but I haven't got no change for the meter. Can you borrow me 25 pence? Because I just want to buy a pair of shoes. I'm lazy. I'm not lazy. Oh no, how long have I got left? I've just popped into town for a pair of shoes. I just need some change for the meter. I'm only here for 10 minutes. I'm just wondering, can you lend me, I think it's 25 pence.
You want 25p, where's your car?
It's here. Can you just put it in there for me, please?
There you go.
Please. Please, just for me, please. I'm not gonna do it. Oh, Rev, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, Rev. That was just hard. Really hard.
How are you, punters? Hope you're enjoying the show as much as I am. Well, it's nearly advert time, but before we show you stuff you might want to buy, how's about a game of Match the Hatch? We've got a very lovely Saxo, a VTS no less. We're going to meet 3 punters, one of which is the genuine owner. Without further ado, let's meet punter number 1. All I need is my divine tool of communication. Nice one. Away you go, mate.
Alright, my name's Jules and I like my Saxo because it's ready for some Fast and Furious style modding.
Hey, Saxos, they are good for modifying. Could be Jules' motor. Or is it Monsieur number 2?
Hello, my name is Thierry and I like my Saxo because French cars are the best cars in the world.
And they say this show ain't continental. It could be his car. And Geezer in number 3.
Hi, I'm Crazy Kale. I love my saxo because the birds dig it.
Who wouldn't dig in with a haircut like that? It could be Kale's motor. So who on earth is the owner of this motor? Was it the big man, was it the French bloke, or was it Kale? I honestly don't know, and I'm a priest, so I wouldn't lie to you. But I will have the answers in part 2, as well as plenty of this. Bob Darwin and Big Mr. Phil will be checking out the sweetest BMW install on the planet, and that's official. See you in a bit. Hello punters and welcome back to the talk show. Now before we crack on with the rest of the nonsense, you need to know which one of them crazy people owned that lovely saxo we saw in part 1. And the answer was the French bloke. Did you guess? How are you, mate?
Very good, thank you.
Nice one. How long have you owned this car?
About 6 months.
Right, and how long have you lived over here?
About 2 years.
Lovely. Any plans for any more modifications?
I just think some bigger wheels and maybe something on the engine.
Nice one. And whereabouts in France are you from?
I'm from Gouvillers.
Lovely car, lovely haircut. I'm going to stop him waffling now. Fire it up, mate. Anytime today. Go on, back to the channel, kid. Don't you love it? We've got everything on this show. Crazy blokes and crazy reverends. Come on!
Man, that was totally cool. But check this out.
G'day viewers, did you guess the winner on Match the Hatch this week? I love that game. Well, plenty of nice cars on this week's programme. Like a truckload of tinnies, there's always more to be had. Big Mr. Phil, how the hell are you?
Well, thank you.
Cut straight to the chase, mate. What are we doing this week?
Big and expensive.
Wow, that's what we like.
Remember the small subwoofer?
Yeah, it's quite cute.
We can do bigger.
Really? No way! It's unbelievable.
£800, 2,000 watts.
2,000 watts, that weighs a ton. I love it. What else, mate?
Well, you need big amplifiers, so
yeah,
there's a
quite
small
nice
one.
Though, yeah,
that's a small one.
Yeah.
How about that one?
No.
Six channels.
6 channel. Get a shot of that, guys. That is unbelievable. Wow, it's superb. What else? What else?
Right, the cinema.
Yeah, the screens.
Screens in your car.
We saw in the X5.
Yeah.
Nice little fold down. Lovely.
Can do bigger.
Surely not bigger
Oh,
still.
yes, bigger.
No way. That is crazy. That's bigger than me telly at home. Wow, in a car.
In a car.
Unbelievable.
Do you want to see a car with this
Let's
stuff in?
do it, mate.
Let's go.
Superb. Shh. Found some babies in a nest. Beautiful. Wow, Phil, this is unbelievable. Like finding a 30-foot white shark in your kitchen. Amazing. Talk me through it.
£35,000 here.
35 grand.
Consisting of 4 10s.
Let's have a look at these. You see that, guys? Look at those.
4,000 watts.
4,000. Unbelievable. How on earth do you drive with that behind your ears?
Well, you don't. You use these switches, you turn them off, and then you turn the small ones on down there.
Lovely. So you got like 2 systems in one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the little games console as well.
Which is linked up to screens in the headrest.
You're kidding. I may be being a bit of a galah, mate, but how do you watch those screens when there's no back seat?
It's just so we can do it.
Just so you can, cause you can. I love it. What else have we got in here?
We've got a roof console,
little
which
screen.
shows the games console,
Right,
but it's also hooked into, put it into reverse. Camera comes on in the back.
A reverse camera.
Reversing camera.
It's like high tech, mate.
The 10-inch screen here.
It's a monster. 4 screens in one car.
It's
8 screens.
There's more.
You can't beat it. Screen number 5. Now, maybe I've got a release in the top paddock, mate, but why is it in the side of the car?
This is hooked up to a laptop in the floor.
Right.
Gives a presentation on with photos on who we are and what we do.
All the installs you've done.
Exactly.
Lovely, nice idea, mate. Now in the back, we've seen this before on some of the other shows, and it never ceases to amaze me. Beautiful.
2 more screens.
Right.
VCR.
VCR. So you've got a games console, you've got DVD, you've got VCR.
And the reversing camera.
And the reversing camera. How sweet is that? Beautiful. 1 screen missing, mate.
That's around here.
It's got to be in the back.
Same one hooked up to the computer.
Lovely. You see that, guys? What a sweet job. There's so much going on in this car, mate. What kind of power we're talking?
150 dB.
150 decibels. It's like a jet taking off.
Jump in, have a listen.
I want to listen to this. Let's go.
Ready for this?
I'm ready. Give it a blast, mate. Wow. Hey, cheers, Mr. Phil. Well, when it comes to in-car entertainment, it doesn't get much more entertaining than beauty installs like this fella. Don't forget, viewers, if you've got any questions at all about in-car entertainment or the modifying process, send us an email via the website at menandmotors.co.uk. Myself and the big man will be back real soon with more beauty installs. See ya! Yeah, I'll have the beef with a special fried rice, nice one. And what's the soup today? What? Cream of some young guy, that sounds delicious. I'll have that. About half an hour. Cheers, boss. Just getting me tea in, viewers. Oh, Sonny Bishop, bless him. Hey, I hope you've enjoyed this week's show just as much as I have. And in particular, big Mr. Phil with his ice installs. I thought he did a bang-up job. And I'm going to pick a passage about him from the good book to read for you this week. So just think of him working away on his installs as I read this to you. It's quite poignant, feel free to cry. Phil is the geezer with the hands that can. Though he's from down south, he's still the main man. Ice and installs are the name of the game. Those that copy him, they're just not the same. He's straight from the heavens with a talent that's pure. 4,000 watts, you know the score. He is the geezer. Don't forget, any questions about your in-car entertainment side, drop us an email from the website. That is it for me from this week, but just remember for next week, the big man upstairs, he absolutely loves every one of you. Later. On next week's talk show, we're going power mad down at the Rolling Road with a wicked Evo 6 and a mint 22B Scooby. Plus, Aussie Iceman will be finding out how we get top bass in a 206 convertible, and the lovely Lynne Rodgers will be looking at another sweet magazine featured motor on the airstrip. See you next week, viewers.
After this, all them other car shows are going to feel such a letdown.